Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Asia Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 10th of January. Sikhs in India slam ban on Indian diplomats' entry in gurdwaras in US, Canada. Powerful Afghan governor warns government against using military to oust him. And World Hindi Day celebrated with much fanfare in Nepal. And now for all the details. Sikhs in India have hit out at Sikh Association in the US and Canada after they reportedly banned entry of Indian government officials in places of worship of the community. They said the decision was against the teachings of the religion.
Sikhs in India on Tuesday hit out at Sikh associations in the US and Canada after they reportedly banned entry of Indian government officials in places of worship of the community. Earlier this week, two American Sikh bodies had banned the entry of Indian diplomats in 96 gurdwaras or Sikh temples. Their decision comes days after 14 gurdwaras in Canada's Ontario banned Indian government employees. Indian Sikhs said the decision to bar an individual from entering in the temple was against the teachings of the religion and the management committees should reconsider it.
ऐसी बात हो सकती है कोई एम्बेसी के किसी मनुष्य के साथ या किसी सरकार के साथ कोई उनकी कुछ ऐसी हो सकती है कि उन लोगों को कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, उन प्रॉब्लम का हल किया जा सकता है।
मैं समझता हूँ कि उनको ये बातें तो सारी डायलॉग्स के थ्रू ही ख़त्म होंगी और जो रोष है वो अपनी जगह है, मगर जो सबसे ऊंचा हमारे लिए अगर बात है तो वो गुरु का उपदेश है और वो उपदेश हमारे लिए है कि गुरुद्वारे में आने के लिए हम किसी को भी बैन नहीं कर सकते।
Reportedly, the association cited a military raid on Golden Temple, the most revered site of Sikhism in 1984, as one of the reasons for the move. The Indian Army, on the orders of the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, carried out Operation Blue Star to flush out militants taking shelter in the Golden Temple complex, during which around 1,000 people are estimated to have died.
At least 7 persons were killed and several wounded in a bomb blast in Balochistan's Quetta city on Tuesday. The attack comes a month after two suicide bombers stormed a packed church in the city, killing 9 people.
7 persons were killed and 23 wounded on Tuesday when a bomb went off in the center of Balochistan's capital, Quetta city. The blast targeted a police truck close to a high-security area where the provincial assembly and other government offices are located. A suicide bomber was believed to have walked up to the truck and blown himself up, a police official said. The injured were immediately admitted to the civil hospital. Some of the injured were reportedly in a serious condition.
हम लोग ड्यूटी खत्म करके जा रहे थे, जो ही ट्रक टर्न किया, ब्लास्ट हो गया। हम लोग ट्रक में मौजूद 20 आदमी थे।
The attack comes after last month 2 suicide bombers stormed a packed church in Quetta city, killing 9 people and wounding up to 56. That attack was claimed by militant group Islamic State.
Moving on, a political activist recently lambasted Pakistan-administered Kashmir's president for decades of complicity of top politicians in the subjugation of the illegally occupied region. She blamed local authorities in the region have been working at the behest of Islamabad.
An activist recently unequivocally lambasted Pakistan-administered Kashmir President Masood Khan for decades of complicity of top politicians in the subjugation of the illegally occupied region. The political activist, during a seminar in Pakistan's Karachi city, not only denounced the repressive measures of Islamabad to keep the region marginalized, but also lashed out at local authorities who have been working at the behest of Islamabad. Political activists have for long blamed there is a prime minister and a president in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, but they are merely stooges who have been helping Islamabad fill its treasuries through economic depredations. They say the people of the illegally occupied region have been denied basic fundamental rights and are meted out with severe brutality for voicing their concerns.
In news from Afghanistan, one of the most powerful Afghan regional leaders, Atta Mohammad Noor, has warned the government against using force to oust him as governor of Balkh province. Noor said up to 80% of forces in the province support him and it would be unwise for the government to use a military option.
Atta Mohammad Noor, one of the most powerful Afghan regional leaders, on Tuesday warned the government against using the military option to oust him as Balkh's provincial governor. While speaking to his supporters in Mazar-e-Sharif city, Noor said if the government uses forces against him, the security forces will be divided and will break down over the decision. Noor claimed forces in Balkh support him and using such a move will be unwise.
قوه نظامی دست ندارن که این قوه نظامی کسایی است که 70%ش 80%ش با ما جنگ نمیکنن. قوه تقسیم میشد، به تحلیل میره، تجزیه میشه و کسایی نیست که با نورشان بجنگن.
Noor has maintained that despite the attempt to oust him as provincial governor last month, he is still the Balkh's leader and would never leave without a decree. Meanwhile, a number of lawmakers in the Afghan parliament have also suggested the tension between the presidential palace and Noor should be resolved through talks and the law should be implemented.
Moving on to news from Nepal, the Indian mission to Nepal on Wednesday marked World Hindi Day with much enthusiasm and fanfare in Kathmandu city. An event was organized to mark the occasion, which witnessed various musical performances.
Indian Embassy in Nepal on Wednesday marked World Hindi Day with much enthusiasm and fanfare in Nepalese capital, Kathmandu city. Nepal's Minister for Culture and Tourism also attended the event, during which he said that Hindu language is a treasure of knowledge for the globe. The event was marked by various musical performances which highlighted the richness of Hindi language.
लोगों के बीच में जो संबंध है वो सबसे ज्यादा तेज है और उसमें भाषा जो हम लोग एक दूसरे के साथ बोलते हैं, जिस तरह एक दूसरे के साथ आलमेल है, जो हमारी रोटी बेटी का जो संबंध है, उसमें भाषा तो बिल्कुल जिसको कहते हैं इंटेग्रल है उसके बीच में, और इसमें हिंदी से ज्यादा कोई चीज हो नहीं सकती.
Hindi language is the mother tongue for over 77,000 people in Nepal as per the 2011 National Census of Nepal. It is dominantly used in the nation, which has helped to facilitate the communication between neighbouring India, where it is widely spoken.
India's Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Tuesday said Indian Navy is among the best in the world as she witnessed a show of its operational might off the western coast of India. Sitharaman during the show also had a tour of INS Vikramaditya, which is a modified aircraft carrier of Indian Navy.
Indian Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Tuesday said the Indian Navy is among the best in the world as she witnessed a show of its operational might off the western coast of India. Over 10 naval warships and submarines were part of the event, which showcased Navy's combat capabilities and battle readiness. Top Navy officials during the show also gave a tour of INS Vikramaditya to Sitharaman and briefed her about the complexities of naval operations.
Absolutely absorbing. Impressive is a simple word to use in this context. Great show of professionalism, and I can only say it makes me feel extremely proud to be the Raksha Mantri for a team like this. Extremely well organized, and I'm sure I can say this, that it matches with the best of the world.
Indian Navy is in the midst of accelerated modernization under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It inducted an old aircraft carrier from Russia in 2014 to add to an aging British vessel likely to be decommissioned this year. Soon after taking office last year, Modi cleared funds to ensure another carrier being built domestically, which is ready for service in 2018.
The famous Dal Lake in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province has frozen partially as temperature levels have dipped to sub-zero levels. Locals are hoping tourists will flock to the region as a thick blanket of snow has covered the valley, which attracts them the most.
The iconic Dal Lake in Srinagar city of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province has frozen partially as the mercury dipped to -6 degrees Celsius recently in the summer capital of the country's northernmost province. Kashmir is currently grappling with Challai Kalan, a 40-day-long period of harshest winter. Temperatures dip to sub-zero levels during this time in Kashmir, and a thick blanket of snow covers the valley, and even water inside taps freezes.
इस वक्त तो टेम्परेचर बहुत ही कम है, 6 डिग्री माइनस चल रहा है इस वक्त। और डल लेक जो है वो 3 दिन से कंटिन्यू जम रहा है। जब सुबह मैं घर से निकला तो मैंने देखा कि मुझे रोटी लाने में किस तरह जाऊँ। फिर मैंने रास्ता निकाला, फिर छोटे बोट से रास्ता निकाला, फिर गया रोटी लाने के लिए। जो यहाँ पर नल है वो भी सब जमे हुए हैं। इंशाल्लाह होप है कि सब टूरिस्ट इस काम से बढ़ जाए।
Tourism is the mainstay of Kashmir's economy as tourists are drawn to its soaring peaks, fruit orchards, etc. It is a favorite for those looking to try out snow sports like ice skating, sledge rides, skiing and snowboarding.
Members of Mau tribal community in India's northeastern Dimapur city recently celebrated their harvest festival, Chituni, with dance and musical performances. The festival also marks the start of the new year of the tribal community.
Members of Mau tribal community in India's northeastern Dimapur city recently celebrated the harvest festival of Chituni with dance and music. Dressed in vibrant traditional attires, people of all age groups gathered in huge numbers to take part in the day-long celebration. There were also competitions of folk dances depicting the traditions and culture of the tribal community.
Chituni festival coincides with our New Year, the New Year calendar of the lunar calendars of our traditions, and this is celebrated with the celebration of the bounty harvest that we have had, and then the renewal of our spirits and relationships with our gods.
According to the Mau calendar, the year ends with the month of Ekro or farewell, and the new year begins with the month of Crow. A ritual to forecast the fate of the community for the year and individuals is the main attraction of the annual celebration.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/AsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @AsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.